everyone, Journeyman here, and welcome back to Journeyman's Journey, episode 3 today. We're going to take on Spennymoor and Chorley as we continue the start of the Vanarama North National League. So there's been 2 games, the last episode and this one, and some news involving the squad and players coming in and out. So first and foremost, take a look at some of the results. We followed up that 1-0 defeat against Telford in the last episode with a 2-1 win over North Derby, and boy, were we lucky. Jack Byrne was sent off in the 6th minute of the game. They opened the score, and Unlove got a goal just before halftime, and then we were extremely lucky to get this goal. I'm not sure if it'll load up with this action replay, but let's take a look now. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be okay. So just to prove how much Football Manager has fixed the highlight system, just take a look at this. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Yes, I know it's only the first full release of the game itself, but we saw so much of that last season. I was hoping that they would fix it this year. I'm guessing they didn't. So going into the next game after North Derby, we beat Nuneaton 3-0. It was the return of James Armson coming back from his injury spell. He got himself a couple penalties, and we absolutely annihilated him from start to finish. We dominated this game. Very, very pleasing result. So with those 2 results, we now move up to 8th place in the Vanarama National League North. As you can see, just 1 spot out of the playoffs, which, by the way, looks like it's been expanded this year. I was not aware of that, but I am now. So they've been expanded, and that leaves us more of an opportunity to get into a playoff situation come the end of the season. So going into today's game, I did mention players coming in and out. 1 player came in, and 1 player left. First player that's come in was Chris Speed, who is, apart from having an absolutely amazing name for a striker, he's going to be a poacher, 20 years old, 6'2". Honestly, he's kind of a project. He'll definitely provide extra options in case Lee Unlove gets injured. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Just an extra player just to have in there, just in case we're getting some injuries. And then speaking of injuries, unfortunately, we lost Dan Sweeney. He unfortunately tore his knee ligaments, and he was out for 3 to 4 months, and he was on £100 a week with me, which is pretty much 2/3 of my entire wage bill that was available at the beginning of the season. So I couldn't have him just sit there for 4 months while he rehabbed. I needed to send him back to Barnet, unfortunately, which is a shame, really, because I was expecting this guy to be a big part of my plans for the season. So put disappointment aside, let's go into today's match. We're up against Spennymoor and then Chorley. 2 very, very winnable games. Spennymoor, poor start to the season for them, 21st place, and then Chorley, they've actually started really well. That'll definitely be the tougher of the 2 games. Alright, we got some news as well. Byrne unfortunately has been given another 2-match suspension on top of his initial one. So he will miss today's game, unfortunately, which is disappointing because we're going to need him. Obviously, losing Dan Sweeney was a bit of a blow. So going into today's game, this is how we're most likely going to line up. Actually, no, that's a lie. Graham's going to play ahead of Goodgo, who actually started, just to give Graham a little bit of a rest in the last game. On the bench, I guess we're going to stick with that. Honestly, we don't have many options in midfield. Shane Byrne is available, however, so we could play him instead of Mark Noon. You know what? We'll do that. Shane Byrne's going to come in for Mark Noon today, and I think I'm actually happy with how this lines up. So we got Lewis in goal, Tilney at left back, Miles at right back, Graham Dean through the middle, Lowe, Walker, Byrne in midfield, Armson, the attacking midfielder with Unlove, and Williams leading the line. And I've stuck with a control system now. I've gone to control and fluid in our mentality and our shape, our style. And so far, it's working out in our favour. It's definitely helped things along, definitely improved things. And morale of the dressing room is actually pretty good right now. So it's been a kind of a U-turn in the last couple of games. So we're favourites for a reason. I'm going to tell the guys to go out there and win today. We're up against Spennymoor at home. This is a game that, honestly, I should pencil in as a win. Honestly, Spennymoor, the one of the newcomers to the league, and we are by far much better than them in all facets of the game. So honestly, anything other apart from a win today is unacceptable. All right, early chance here. Miles throw into James Armson, who's going to be a key player for us this season. Here's Walker to low at the edge of the area. Ooh, just past the post there. Good effort there from Matt Moore from the edge of the area. Very unlucky not to find the target. All right, and unfortunately, it looks like I got a knock here. James Armson's picked it up, I think, a twisted knee, I think the report told me. And I'm going to have to bring him off in a second. Disappointing. I just came back from injury, and he's such an integral part of our team. It's going to be disappointing that we're going to have to bring him off this early. Coming on, bring on Mark Noon, and then we'll move Walker to a more advanced role and play Mark Noon as a deep line playmaker. I may have to go shopping for another midfielder. I've got a couple players in mind, but we'll have to see how bad the injury is first. There's a cross from Byrne. Oh, Jesus. Good effort there from Armson, hitting the top of the crossbar. All right, so halftime upon us, and we're dominating the game. We really are. 63% possession, lots of shots on target. Not creating too many clear-cut chances, which is a little disappointing. And obviously losing Armson as well was a big, big blow. So I'm going to tell them I've been lucky so far. I'm going to keep pushing. Honestly. Mark Noon's picked up a knock as well. Yeah, why not just add another injury on top of no injury? Of course, it's an early Football Manager version. Of course, there's going to be lots of injuries. I should honestly expect that. So Mark Noon's picked up a knock, 87% condition. He should be okay to finish out the game. Potential knee injury for him. So 60 minutes on, no action here in the second half to speak of. I may try and force the issue a little bit more now. Man, Love has been poor. Could bring on Brown instead. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll bring on Brown. We'll move Williams to more of a poacher role. Tell Brown to be a target man. Let's do that. Let's see if that helps. Walker shoots. Byrne shoots from distance, but it goes horribly wide. So we have 25 minutes left in this game to win it. Honestly, we should beat this team. We really should. Might switch to an attacking. I may try and force the issue. Let's see what happens with this first. Back to pitch. Here we go. Ball's whipped in. There's Tilney. Oh, and what a strike that is from Ben Tilney, the on-loan left-back. That is an absolute scorcher from a distance. And we finally break the deadlock, 73 minutes in. Mark Noon whips it in. Poor cross, but what a goal that was from Tilney from the edge of the area. Early goal of the season candidate from the on-loan left-back. Alright, so 5 minutes left to go in this game. Let's make a couple more changes. Let's make a change, I should say. I've only got one more available to me. Let's bring on Goodger playing left back. Tilney has gone to 56% condition, which isn't good. And Williams has picked up a knock as well. Yep, so the injury bug is as strong as ever in Football Manager 2018. Let's see if we can hold on. Oh, Jesus. Here's a chance now for... That's a great tackle, and it's full straight to the striker, and Hakeem has scored, equalising the 87th minute of the game for fudge sake. Yeah, I got demonetized, believe it or not, one of my videos for swearing. It's ridiculous, honestly. The whole adpocalypse thing is just absolute bonkers. Anyway, so 5 minutes battle on time here. Looks like we're not going to get the win I expected. Ball's whipped in. Gray makes a clearance. Here's Hakeem. He got the equaliser. And they got a chance to get a late winner here. Hakeem gets the byline. Easy take there from Lewis. So 1 minute of added on time left to go. Let's see if we can launch this ball forward and maybe get a late winner. Hopefully the injuries of Armson, Noon and Williams aren't too bad. Alas, we could be in a whole heap of trouble. Here's Fuster now for Spennymoor, and they've got a fucking winner. Oh, you've got to be choking me. In typical Football Manager fashion, we dominate the game, and it looks like we're going to come away with absolutely nothing. There's Brown, terrible cross, and that should be the full-time whistle there. Oh dear, awful, 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 awful results. This is a game that we should win, and should win comfortably. Of course, because I said that, we didn't win. Made the Cardinals in. I'm going to tell the players I'm extremely unhappy with that. I'm going to be aggressive and far from pleased with the result. And let's go take a look at some of the injury reports on those players. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, because we are very, very thin on players. Twisted knee for James Armson, 2 to 4 days. He should be okay. And it looks like that's the only injury concern. Yeah, that's the only injury concern. So that's not too bad. We got away with that one. But apart from that, that was a very, very, very poor display indeed, and a very, very crap result. Alright, so here we go. Let's put the disappointment behind against that last match against Spennymoor. Let's go up against Chorley today. And this is a game that I feel like we could bounce back with. Form is listed as inconsistent. Obviously, Chorley have made a very strong start to the season. 4 wins in 5 games. Definitely a much tougher game. Hopefully, we'll react a bit more positively. So, this is the team we're going with today. Lewis in goal, Tilney at left back, Miles, Graham, Dean, no surprises there. Lowe, Walker, Byrne through the middle of the midfield. Armson is fit and ready to go for today's game. And Williams and Love will, of course, lead the line. The big news, perhaps on the bench, though, is that Connor Frackley returns, and then so does Chris Speed. He's going to perhaps make his debut off the bench today. Alright, so here we go. Brackley, of course, we're playing in all yellow today. Chorley playing the black and white. We've got a few away fans coming up to see us today, which is awesome. Good to see that we've a bit of away support. And let's reward their support with a victory. Alright, first chance of the game. 5 minutes in, the ball's looped forward. Blakeman wins the ball in the air. Tackle there from Adam Walker. Here's Tilney to Lowe to Lee Unlove. Unlove to Armson, who's still our top goal scorer on 3. That's a fantastic through ball, and Williams, that's a great save from the Chorley goalkeeper there. Good build-up play there, and that was a great opportunity for Williams to open the scoring. Here's Byrne on the edge of the area. That's a terrible effort, and it goes harmlessly over the bar. Alright, free kick in a dangerous area. Blackman puts it in. Graham makes a clearance, but doesn't do very well, and Walker finally boots the ball clear. Here's James Armson, perhaps leading the counter-attack. That is a fantastic ball. Lee Unlove is through on goal. Shoots, and narrowly past the post. I thought that was going to nestle into the corner of the net, but just puts it narrowly wide. Here's another highlight straight away. Here's Williams to Byrne. Byrne, that's a great through ball to Williams. Williams lays it off to Miles. He's got support. Miles whips it in. There's Unlove. That's getting there. 1-0 Lee Unlove. We've been knocking on the door the last 15 minutes or so. Great cross there from Ellis Miles and a great headed finish there from Lee Unlove. Very good build-up play as well. Patient play from Williams to hold the ball up. Finds Miles. That's a fantastic cross and a great headed finish there from Lee Unlove. Right in front of the Brackley fans. 1-0 to the mighty Brackley. Alright, halftime is upon us, and unfortunately we got a little bit of bad news just before the end of the first half. James Armson's picked up another knock, and it looks like a thigh injury this time rather than that twisted knee he had problems with. So we're going to have to make a change, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring on Andy Brown. I'm going to put Williams into that attacking midfield role. Now, he can do the job. He's not really a playmaker, so I may have to change that. Definitely a bit more of a shadow striker, which might actually work out in our favour. So we got the 3 midfield, a shadow striker just pushing forward, assisting Brown and Love. What I'm going to do, though, is take off control. I'm going to put it back to standard, just because we haven't got that advanced playmaker in there. I'm going to do that instead. Hopefully that'll work for us. Let's go to the team talk real quick. Didn't really take care of this. I'm going to tell I'm pleased at how things are going. 1-0 up against a team playing so well, just like Chorley, is definitely a good thing. So we're playing pretty well. Obviously that goal from Unlove was a fantastic goal. Here's a chance now for a lucky deflection on the way through. We just can't seem to get any luck. Obviously with the late winner against Spennymoor, and then that deflected effort there. I mean, and then the penalties at the beginning of the season. We just don't seem to have any luck right now. Alright, let's try and make our own luck. Here's Brown, puts the back post, and Lowe with the effort off the post. Unlucky there for Matt Lowe. Alright, here's Dean, boots the ball forward. He found Unlove, who's, believe it or not, through on goal. That was a glorious opportunity for Lee Unlove there. Should have made it 2-1. Here's Blakeman. Whips the ball in. Goes to Houghton. Houghton, that's a good side tackle there from Tilney. Tilney's got options ahead of him. Looks for Williams, can't find him. Black intercepts it. Tilney does again well to win the ball back again. This time boosts the ball forward. Unlove does pick up the pieces this time. That's a great through ball. Andy Brown is through on goal. The veteran striker misses. And that was another glorious opportunity to take the lead again. Here's another highlight straight away. So end-to-end stuff here. Here's Hughes. Good tackle there from Walker. Graham hits it long. Finds a feed of Brown. There's Williams. That's another great through ball. And I think Unlove was going to be offside anyway. So he checked his run. The ball gets booted forward here. Force the feed of Hughes. He has options on the right. Finds Houghton. Houghton whips it in. That's a comfortable catch there for Lewis. So this is a very, very long highlight, and we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That means there's going to be a goal. Here's Lowe. That's a great through ball. Williams, surely. Oh, Jesus. How many chances are we going to waste in the second half? Hopefully it will not come back to haunt us like it did against Spennymoor. All right, let's make a change. Williams is doing okay there. I'm going to leave him on for now. Unlove, however, I'm actually going to put on Chris Speed for his debut. Maybe his pace can help us stretch the back line a bit more. All right, so corner kick. Horton's going to whip this in. That's a great clearance from Graham. And the ball goes out to touch. All right, just a few minutes added on time here. Looks like we're going to get away with a 1-1 draw, which wouldn't be a terrible result. Be honest with you, our inconsistent form. Honestly, a draw against a very strong team like Chorley would be a pretty good result at the end of the day. Here's Brown. And we have plenty of chances to win this game, so naturally I'm disappointed. Here's Chris Speed, maybe a goal in his debut. Chris Speed gets in there. Chris Speed comes off the bench and gets a goal in his debut to win it at the end for us. To perhaps win it. You never know in Football Manager. But great through ball there from Aaron Williams, and Chris Speed using his speed to get beyond the last man. And a beautiful finish there, composed as you like there. Chris Speed gets a goal on his debut. Alright, so added time is up here. Ball's lofted forward, finds the feet of Carver. Carver puts it in the box, and it's well claimed by Lewis. And there it is. Full-time whistle has blown, and it is a memorable 2-1 win against Chorley at their place. Chorley are going very, very well, so naturally it's a fantastic result to get a win here. And Chris Speed making a bit of a hero of himself, coming off the bench and grabbing the winner late on. So, very, very pleasing stuff. Let's see what Armson's wrong with him. He's got a pulled hamstring. He's going to be out for 3 to 5 weeks. That's another blow. Looks like this guy's going to be injury prone. We have to bring it back a bit more slowly, perhaps. I kind of rushed him back in after Dan Sweeney got injured. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on in the future. Obviously, with that in mind, lucky enough, though, we drew of Jack Byrne, who was back after suspension. So, I'm still looking to bring in maybe a couple more players, perhaps another midfielder. Definitely more for the back line. We haven't got many options back there. And honestly, Chris Speed coming off the bench, getting a winner today. So, out of the striker who gets us goals. So, pleasing stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. The next episode, again, I'm not really going to plan too many episodes out. Probably Salford. We'll do the Salford game. Salford and Alfreton. We'll play those two teams, Alfreton. I never remember how to pronounce it, but we'll do those two games live next on camera. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you're liking this series so far, put a thumbs up on it. And if you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn notifications on. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.